Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Hey, okay, everybody. Thank you for coming. It's the 24th of April. I fired Chris. I have hired a new guy named Collins Manna. I'm just kidding. Collins is here. Chris is on his way home. He left early from his son's so he could get home before dark. He might call in, knowing Chris. I said, "Yeah, don't worry about it. You go." And then I obviously I called Collins late because I do everything late, and he said yes. So thank God. The main thing I wanted to really push today is don't forget that tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time is the African Go Africa. Okay, um, we want to pack the house. We're using Mr. Mufareh's O Connect. Hopefully, we'll have room, but I'm sure it's going to peg out. But we will make a recording and it will go out on the YouTube channel. So if you can't be there live, you will see it. Don't worry about that. But it should be really exciting. It's about focusing on Africa. I'm learning a lot of things about Africa that I did not know from Collins and other people. And I did do some Googling, I will have to admit, because I just, some of the information I had no idea. And it's pretty exciting. And how valuable Africa is and will be for OConnect and Onpassive, because you're talking over 1 billion people. You're talking over 54 countries. It's crazy. And the beauty is the first one that gets to communicating. And what I mean by that is a lot of the world, well, some of, not a lot of the world, a small portion of the world communicate really easy. They can go on, they go to Skype, they can go to instant message, they can go, and it's very simple for a small majority of the world. We think it's a big majority, but it's really not. There's a big portion left out. Now, we were fortunate enough, everybody here, when you come, you can go to any webinar, you can go to any uh, event, you can go to the company's webinars, usually no problem. But there's a big, vast majority that don't have that don't have that luxury. But the beauty is the technology, because Ask Me Far and the company want to reach out to everyone. It's getting better every day. When they came out with the new O Connect, uh, it was leaps and bounds as far as connectivity, right? People that could not get in got in. I heard from people from Papua New Guinea. They paid for their gigabytes, and they were paying for 8 gigabytes to go into a webinar. And remember, when these webinars are long, most people in the world, I'm not going to say some, a lot, are paying for that time. They got generators running. It's just they don't have the convenience that we do. But with O Connect and the technology where it's going, and I know Mr. Mufareh and the company is pushing to reach out to people that in the past weren't part of the deal, and now they are. Because even, and Collins can cover this, people that couldn't get in like webinars from Africa and stuff like that are now being able to get in. That's a big, big deal. That's a big deal. I couldn't imagine going through this journey with Morse code. In other words, I can hear something, then I can't. I can see and then I can't. You're putting pieces together. Then you have to rely on that all the information you get is the truth. That's where the problem comes in, because some people are just disseminating or explaining what's going on in Onpassive and adding their twist. Where if you could watch it live, where you could go to Heroes or something like that and see it live, you know what the truth is. You see what I mean? So it's, man, what a big deal this is going to be. And I know it's going to get more and more and more. There'll be more satellites. We're going to get something like OPAL, which is like having some of these other ones like WhatsApp and what's the other one? What's the other one, Collins?
like Skype
And the one you guys use all the time.
WhatsApp,
Yeah, WhatsApp. And then they have another group that they started,
Telegram.
Telegram. Okay. And Onpassive is making these hybrids of a little bit of all that. So it's going to be really, really cool. I'm not kidding. And I'm really excited over that because the more you can reach out, listen, social media is changing the world. People living in countries that see now what it could be. And that makes them push forward to wait a minute, they have that, we want it too. I mean, social media actually had a lot to do with Gaddafi no longer being on this planet. They saw what's going on. They see, and younger people said, "Wait a minute, why are we going to live a life like this when we don't have to?" But anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. All kinds of trouble. I'm going to turn it over to Collins, and he can emphasize what's going on and how excited they are. Okay, go ahead, Collins.
Thank you, Marty, for inviting me. Just want to thank everyone who is watching today and those who will watch it later. It's great to be here again. Marty just called me and said, Collins, do you want to come? I said, yeah, why not? It's exciting time. And when we are excited, there is no way you want to miss any live. Like Marty said, the Go Africa event is coming up shortly. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Time. So we just want everyone to be there. So it's more, to bring all the Africans. So we just want to have that time, that special time with our CEO, Mufareh, and it's one of a kind. So, and everyone is excited. Most of the Africans now, normally number of calls we get every day, those who are just showing their gratitude and they just want to be there, just to be like, this is our team is coming to our continent. Like Marty said, we're talking about a continent of over 56 African countries, because it was 54, but now it's 56, Marty, countries, and they are all huge, not really small. And we're talking about many languages, diverse, desert, forest. You're talking about a dense forest. People know about the Amazon forest, but the equatorial forest too is there, massive virgin forest in Africa. So there's just everything. And I think it's a really great thing to be. So Marty touched about O Connect. Lots of people, those who have never attended webinars, honestly, are now able to join the webinar coming thanks to O Connect. There are people from like Congo who've never been in webinar, but they are founders. And I think some of them joined us live. They was like, my God, this is the first time for me to be on a webinar. So what is Ash doing different from others? We'll find out one day, because maybe they have the technology to do it, they refuse to do it. But now, like Marty said, vast majority of people couldn't even join webinar. So it's just like the few that can come in, they think like, oh, this is the world. But no, the world is really massive. And there are people now coming in, coming now, joining with technology. Technology is bringing the globes together, which is such a beautiful thing. As Marty said, it will only get better, simpler, because that's what Ms. Ashford wants to do, to connect the world together. Because we are living in a technology age where if the world is not connected, it is hard for business. You will never know what is happening in the other part of the world. We just sit in our own little bubble and we think like that is it. No, that's not it. The world is massive, it's vast, and there's a lot of opportunity the world can tap in. And the only way you can tap into something is only when you know what is there. And this is the time that through O Connect, maybe it will expose Africa and people will start to see the beauty. Not only like they classify Africa as a country, because people see Africa as a country. Africa is a continent with 56 countries. Some of the countries are even larger than Europe. We're talking like one of the largest countries, Democratic Republic of Congo, is massive, really massive country. I think it's one of the richest in resources, but the poorest. We always talk about resources wise, they are the richest. Name what you can, there's just diamond, golds, everything, but it's the poorest. But come to resources, they are the richest in the world. The world richest country is Democratic of Congo. People don't know. So it is really massive. And the beauty is the world is becoming more connected now thanks to O Connect. And everyone is so happy, so excited, to be there. And we just want all the Africans marks that place out to listen to Mr. Ash Mufareh, because it will be really a game-changing event. Thank you, Marty. I'll just leave it there.
No, absolutely fantastic. This is we're not doing 360, okay? I don't want anything to veer off of what's going to happen tomorrow. This is a big deal. I've known Collins and a lot of people that are from Africa for years now, and I've always heard, and it just seemed like they're there, but they're way out there, and that's just not fair. And I love the idea they decided we're going to bring them in closer since the new O Connect came out. It's possible, right? It won't be just a recording. So it was so cool. I'm so psyched on it. I'm starting to think I'm part African. Chris is calling. Hold on a minute. I knew he was going to call. Hello. I have to hang up on him, guys. It's bad. He's got his window down trying to talk. Anyway, he's going, I can't even understand him. Anyway, Chris called. Freaking Chris. I don't want him talking while he's driving. He's going to hurt somebody, maybe himself. But no, it's a big deal. I'm really happy over it. Psyched about it. Like I said, Mr. Mufareh will be there. He's planning on it. It's his webinar. I mean, it's his the company's webinar, because we know we're going to 10 grand. We're pretty sure it might even max out. I don't know, which is okay. But like I said, we'll copy it, and so everybody can hear it. It'll go out on all the YouTube channels. He's trying to call again. Hold on. I can't hear you, Chris. There's nothing but wind. All right. I have to hang up on him again. And he's determined to get on, but there's nothing. I mean, he sounds like he's in an aquarium. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up anyway, but thank you, Collins, for coming on late. We'll push this again tomorrow. I'm excited. Please plan to be there. You could share that little video. That might help get people there. We want to max it out, because I just think it's pretty cool to reach out to one of the biggest, part of the country, or the company in the world, and be able to chat with them and then be involved. So, Collins, thank you very much. And let's wrap it up. Thank you, everybody. This is a quick one, but we're just building up for tomorrow. Collins, I'll be chatting with you later, bud.